folks. Island of Eriskay, the Hebridean adventure continues. Had a great time on Battersea and Barra. I didn't get very much outdoor stuff done on Barra, the weather was pretty bad, so I lost the day, but I had a great time on Battersea. Coastal walking, wee bit of fishing, and I got my hill in, so that's good. So I'm going to get down and into the van, continue the exploration. Eriskay and then across to South Uist. So looking forward to it, I hope you are too. I'm in the southeast corner of Eriskay. My belly's rumbling, I'm hungry. I've had a long day. I was on the hill on Battersea this morning and then wound my way up through Barra, then the sailing across to Eriskay. But before I start cooking up some pasta, I'm just having a wee look to see if there's any potential fishing marks. There's a lovely point there that looks pretty good, but I'd have to hike round this bay, and there's a crag there, so I'd have to go inland quite a bit to get over that. I'm going to go down and have a wee look at the water. Well, I think I knew before I went down there the obvious fishing mark is along that wee point there. So if I decide to come out tonight, I need to get beyond that wee crag. It's just a wee crag, but it goes inland quite a long way. It might look easier when I've had a bit of pasta. Let's go and get some dinner. Got a pretty strong incoming tide. This is going to sound like an excuse. It's not ideal fishing conditions. I'm wishing I spent a wee bit more time scouting the coast to find a fishing mark for tonight. But I've had a long day, I was tired, and actually I was really hungry. I hadn't had anything to eat since breakfast time. So I found this spot and then I hiked back to the van and had some pasta. High tide is about 11 o'clock. It is now 20 to 8, so it's still 3 hours to high tide, and it gets dark now at about the back of 10 o'clock. So I think I'm going to give it a couple of hours. The problem is getting around this point here when I think the fishing would be much better, but I've got to go so far inland because just behind you there's a cliff, a crag that I can't get up and over, so I have to go around. Which is okay just now, but then coming back tonight in the dark it could be quite difficult. I could end up walking all the way around the island of Eriskay when I get back to the start. So I'm going to give it a cast or two into the surf and we'll see if there's anything doing. I'm getting quite short on food, and well, the fishing on Battersea was okay, but they were all tiny, not even a fish finger. So I really need to think about trying to catch a fish. Anyway, I'll give it a go, folks, see how we get on. Wish me luck. Otherwise it's porridge and pasta again tomorrow. Eyes peeled, you might see it popping up when it's out in the flow of the water. I'm just wondering if I can hike out to that wee point there. It obviously gets covered at high tide, but I might get half an hour as long as I keep the eyes in the back of my head open. So I can see the water coming in behind me. Keep your eyes open, you'll see the seals maybe popping up and down. I'm going to try 2 or 3 casts here, and then I'm thinking about joining the seals and fishing the opening of the channel. I can't quite cast that far out. First time in several days that the conditions have been calm enough on the sea to put the boat in the water. This is a big sandy bay, no use for the fishing. Well, no use for pollock anyway. There might be some flatfish, flounder or plaice, but I'm not rigged for that. I've got my wee kayak rod on. I haven't tried a cast. I thought when I was exploring the coast that there might be a few rocky bits. There might be a fish or two, but it's wasting my time. Shower of rain coming. I think I'm going to head in and get some lunch. It's looking a bit mean and moody over the hills now. It's the rain just beginning to fall. So I'm going to put this rod away. Paddle back into shore. .12 lunchtime. Paddling south into the wind. To make it easier to get back. I think my memory serves me that I've got one more point, a little headland to paddle round, and then I should see the sandy bay where I launched. It's a beautiful bit of coastline. I've never actually fished this coastline, so I don't know what it's like, but my instincts tell me that it'd be better on the other coast, on the east coast. Where I can get some rocky headlands and cliffs and kelp beds. a lovely paddle. Didn't find any fishing spots though. Still living on pasta and porridge. Need to find a place where I can catch a fish. Well folks, we're catching pollock. They're bonny fish, but they're all too small for eating. Stuck with my pasta for another night I think. And I pop it back and keep trying. Well folks, I'm definitely in the fish, in the pollock, but you can see the size of them. Not really sure what to do. I don't like troubling these wee fish. I might try some heavier tackle and see how I get on. It's a lovely spot for fishing though, having fun. Have to get this wee lad back in the water though. Well, there's definitely plenty of fish around. They're just all that size. That's half a dozen pollock, but they've all been much of a muchness, all the same size. My van's parked at the end of a rough track. Actually I had to ford through some water to get here, and I normally don't like off-roading in the van. It's a fair hike up the hill. What I might do is hike back up and make some pasta. The fishermen amongst you will know what that is, that fish gunk. That's from the mackerel. I caught a really decent sized mackerel, but I don't like them. So I threw it back, but it left its mark, covered in fish dank and scales. Horrible. I have to climb down and wash my hands. fish are getting smaller. Same again. It's getting a bit repetitive now, so more wee pollock. Got a couple of decent sized mackerel, but I don't eat the mackerel, so I think I'm going to go and cook up some pasta. Put this wee one back. It's off. My hand's covered in fish dank. Actually the pollock are not so bad, but the mackerel, man, they're mucky things. Right, time to cook up some pasta. Giving up on a fish dinner. I'll get back with you later, folks. Fishing was grand tonight, if you like wee fish. That's not fair, the mackerel were a good size, but I'm not very interested in the mackerel, but the pollock were too small, so catch and release. So I'm going to have a night of comfort. Tonight I'm heading to my brother's croft, which is about 15 minutes away from here, 10-15 minutes. So no camping tonight. Get a shower tonight. The hill behind is Hecla, Bonny Hill. So I better get up the road. We'll get back to you soon, folks. So folks, I'm on my brother's croft. I'm here for a couple of days I want to recharge the camera batteries, but it's an opportunity to recharge my own batteries as well. Have a wee bit of a rest. But I've got some outdoor activity planned as well, so I'm getting attacked by a pig here. I've got some activity planned. There's a wee hill that I want to do, and it involves crossing a wee bit of water. So I'm going to get out tomorrow, weather permitting. The wind's constant companion in the Hebridean. I'm going to try and get out tomorrow and film that wee hill. And then the day after that, although the channel's Dave Outdoors Scotland, I'm going to have a wee break from the outdoors. I'm quite interested in Celtic music, and there's a music festival, the EDF, just up the road on Bimbecula. So I'm going to spend an afternoon and an evening at the music festival. I particularly want to listen to the Battersea Boys. And there's also a band called Trail West that I'm quite interested in. So that's the activity for the next couple of days. And then after that I'm going up to Berneray, and then from Berneray I'm going across to Harris. And to be honest, despite there's a family connection with the Uists, I guess that Harris is my favourite island of the Outer Hebrides. So I'm going to get in, have a shower, charge up some batteries and have a wee rest. I've got the shelter of a croft house tonight, so no tent tonight, no van tonight. So I'll get back with you soon.